Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Watch Stuff with us. I'm JD, and today we are going to be recapping season 1 of The Last of Us. So please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we go live in 2025. So let's get this recap going.
Unforgettable twists. Before season 2, let's recap the moments you need to remember. The
I am
prologue of
so
the show
excited
is a
for The
fictionalized
Last of
TV
Us
interview
season 2,
from the
man.
late 1960s with scientists discussing the process of viral infection. This is the first hint at the potential threats to come. The series begins on September 26, 2003 in Austin, Texas. Joel Miller is played by Pedro Pascal. He's a single dad who loves his daughter, Sarah.
First off, do you guys like Joel? As in Pedro Pascal playing Joel. I know I enjoy him. I think that he's a great actor. I think that he embodies the fatherly instinct that Joel has from the video games. Like, I am a avid fan of the video games too, so I am really excited to see what Joel is going to be able to bring, and especially for some of the major spoilers that end up happening in the second game. I don't know how much of that they're going to end up covering, but yeah, I can't wait to see if Pedro can pull off those crazy scenes.
Sarah, Nico Parker, and is trying to make life work. The day is his birthday. That's when everything changes. What follows is the devastating cordyceps outbreak that turns humans into violent, mindless creatures. Joel arrives home with his brother Tommy, Gabriel Luna, in time to save Sarah from her infected neighbors. Together, the three of them attempt to escape Austin. The outbreak spirals into chaos. The Miller's vehicle is struck by debris from a falling aircraft, and Sarah is in.
I love how this initial scene of the series is almost taken like scene for scene from the video game. Like, just like I said, I'm a huge fan of the games, and to see that opening scene be almost exactly like what we played, like it was a different level of what video game adaptations have been at this point. Like, a lot of times you get video game adaptations that have that are sort of loosely based on the actual game, but to see something like this be taken like scene for scene, beat for beat, was, yeah, it was awesome to see. Awesome to see. And it was done so well. So well.
Injured in the incident. Joel and Tommy manage to get her out, and Joel, carrying Sarah, dodges, weaves, and runs for their lives, trying to escape the infected. As they continue, a soldier kills the infected that were hot on their heels. That same soldier then receives orders to shoot the two. Joel survives, but Sarah is fatally wounded, dying in his arms. This moment changes Joel forever. 20
Yeah, it was crazy to see that play out. And one thing that I was nervous about with this was, once I saw that they were going beat for beat, scene for scene with a lot of the different things that happened in the game, I was nervous that, being an avid player of the game, that knowing what was going to happen was going to sort of spoil things and cut down on the enjoyment of the series. And that was not the case at all. Like, it was cool to know kind of what was going to happen, and also to see it play out. It was, yeah, it was awesome. And then my wife, Katie, who's also on the show, not here today, but also on the show, she has not played the game, so she doesn't know anything. So to watch her experience certain aspects of the show is awesome. And like I said, I can't wait till they get to some of the crazy stuff that happened in the second game on this show as well. And just to see her reaction to all of it, it is going to be incredible.
years later, remnants of humanity live under strict martial law in quarantine zones, controlled by Fedra. Some have joined the resistance group the Fireflies. Joel is now estranged from his brother and living in the Boston QZ. He works as a smuggler alongside his partner Tess, Anna Tor, trading contraband. Their lives take a dramatic turn when Marlene, head of the Fireflies, tasks them with smuggling an almost feral 14-year-old girl, Ellie, Bella Ramsey.
Almost feral. Yeah, I thought that Bella Ramsey's portrayal of Ellie in this show was slightly different from what we have in the game, in that she presented a more sort of harder side to Ellie, and I was okay with that. I was okay with that. So it was a subtle change, not a super huge dramatic change, but it was something that gave a little bit more depth to her character. So than what we had in the video game. So that's one change that I was okay with.
Out of the QZ, Marlene, who is played by Merle Dandridge, reprising her role from the game, states that Ellie is important, but gives very little reason as to why. All Joel and Tess have to do is get Ellie to the Capitol building in Boston, and the Fireflies will take over. Tess agrees, but Joel needs some convincing. Little do they know that Ellie is potentially the key to humanity's survival. After being attacked by an infected, she finds she's immune to the cordyceps, making her humanity's best hope. Marlene believes that getting Ellie to their doctors could lead to a vaccine. Their journey outside the QZ is a
Yeah, knowing that that was their mission in this show was something that in the games at least it made for a very tense scenario, that you have this person that you need to save, that you have to save, that you have to get to where they need to go to have her blood taken, and then hopefully be able to come up with some sort of cure for it, for the infection. But in the show, they were able to present that tension just as well, which is, like I said, video game adaptations can be hit or miss, and this one is spot on. They were able to keep things beat for beat, and keep us, people who are fans of the game, we were able to feel like it was a true adaptation. So I just hope that they don't stray from that moving forward. Do you think they're going to stray from it? Do you think they're going to change things? Let me know in the comments below.
immediately met with danger as they encounter Fedra soldiers. Fearing she'll be discovered as being bitten, Ellie attacks the guards, leaving Joel to step in. Ellie confesses about her immunity, and the team escapes, making their way into the unquarantined area of Boston, where infected are always close. Having to detour through a museum, some rooms cave in, alerting infected. The trio managed to escape, but not all is well. Arriving at the Capitol building, they discover that Marlene's team has died, taking their lives rather than succumbing to a cordyceps infection. Joel accidentally alerts.
Now that's always interesting to me, that they decided to take their lives as opposed to being possessed by the infection. Is that the type of choice that you would make? That's a tough one for me. I kind of feel as though I might go that route as well. I wouldn't want to be sort of possessed and, you know, walking around aimlessly for the entire rest of my existence. So I can kind of see myself taking that route, but it's a huge human sort of question that this show poses, and it does a good job at doing that with a lot of different scenarios. We're going to talk about another one that comes up in a little bit.
Every infected in Boston by stepping on a small hidden cordyceps vine connected to every living fungus. That's when Tess admits she was bitten. Knowing she's doomed, she urges Joel to complete the mission, to get to their friends Bill and Frank, get a car, and get Ellie to Tommy out in Wyoming. Tommy knows the Fireflies. He can help. Knowing he has no choice, he drags Ellie away, leaving Tess to sacrifice herself in a fiery explosion that also destroys the throng of infected. In a beautifully crafted episode.
Yeah, one of the crazy parts was the scene with Tess and sort of almost like the kiss of death from the infected cordyceps guy. Like, that was so gross. Like, it makes my skin crawl just thinking of him like opening up his mouth and seeing like the cordyceps like wiggle out of his mouth and then go into hers. Like, oh my god, like, dude, that was so gross, so hard to see, so well done, but it was still disgusting.
We meet Bill, Nick Offerman, a hardened survivalist living alone in his
best episode of the series, I think.
As a survivor, he has fortified it well. Over the years, he builds a life with Frank, Murray Bartlett. Frank is the reason Tess and Joel know Bill, and Bill is the reason Tess and Joel were able to smuggle such good products. Bill and Frank's love story provides a rare window of beauty, hope, and some respite from the harsh world around them. When Joel and Ellie arrive, they find a letter explaining the couple has passed away. Bill bequeaths his assets to Joel and encourages him to protect those he cares about. The pair clean up, stock up,
great
and head
episode,
out on the
man.
road in
Great
Bill's
episode.
truck. Though Joel initially viewed Ellie as a burden, their bond slowly starts to form as they travel across post-apocalyptic America. Joel and Ellie's journey takes them through Kansas City, where a rebellion has overthrown Fedra. They are ambushed by locals, forcing the car off the road. Ellie saves Joel's life, and the two escape into the city. As they hide out, we see a glimpse of Joel's paternal side as he awkwardly tries to comfort Ellie. While they're hiding, they meet Henry and Sam, two brothers on the run from the revolution.
Yeah, seeing Joel sort of become more of a father in this series is one of the best points of it. And you had to have an actor who was able to portray that side of Joel, and Pedro Pascal is a perfect choice for that. We see that he's been cast as Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four for Marvel Studios, and that totally fits as well because, like I said, that he's a father in that movie. He was a father on here, and he definitely is going to be able to show that sort of paternal instinct in that series of movies as well.
Revolutionaries looking to get out of Kansas too. The group agree to pool their efforts and follow Henry's escape plan. While making their escape, Ellie grows close
Another
with
great
Sam,
episode,
and
man.
the two bond like
Another
siblings.
great episode.
As the group continue into the Missouri suburbs, they are tracked down by revolutionaries. What starts as a standoff becomes a fight for survival as a swath of infected emerge from underground, including a bloater, an infected that has swollen and evolved beyond all other infected. Sam is bitten but only tells Ellie. She cuts her hand and wipes the blood on his wound, hoping her immunity will transfer. It doesn't. Henry is forced to kill his own brother. Overcome with grief, he takes his own life. This horrific moment solidifies Ellie's determination to provide a vaccine to end the
Yeah, that was a tough episode to watch, and to go through all of that in one episode where you meet these boys and you see how close they are in their bond, and then to eventually see the younger brother like turn after Ellie had stayed up with him the whole night and thought that the way they shot the scene, like you thought that he was okay, and then you slowly figured out that like no, he's turned feral. So like, oh my God, man, it was heartbreaking to watch. And then to see his brother, have to shoot him, and then, being so heartbroken by that, that was totally destroyed his will to live, and he took his own life. So yeah, man, this show was just everything, man, everything, all the emotions, they all come flooding back just looking at this recap. Like I purposefully have avoided, like going into this recap because I wanted to do like a live sort of reaction on the video right now. So yeah, I'm sort of reliving all of this stuff now, and it just gets me so excited for season 2.
The suffering. After an arduous trek across multiple states, the two finally make it into Wyoming. Joel is reunited with his brother in a self-sustaining
Yeah, that was a great
community
moment.
in Jackson.
Great moment.
Unlike
Not great
Joel,
moment. Great
Tommy
moment.
has moved on, finding love and a sense of normalcy. He is married and has a child on the way. Seeing this rekindles resentment that he doesn't have a life like Tommy's and amplifies his fears about being able to protect Ellie. This episode is the only time Joel truly opens up. He allows himself to be vulnerable with his brother. We see him concerned about his age, his past trauma, and his growing attachment to Ellie. He begs Tommy to complete the journey Joel can't face, fearing he'll only get Ellie killed. Later that night, Ellie confronts Joel, saying she overheard him trying to pass her on. This heart-wrenching confrontation solidifies their bond, and the two continue their journey together. Tommy tells him that the last place he knew the Fireflies were was at the Eastern University of Colorado. The dysfunctional duo head there. When they get to Colorado, the Fireflies are gone, having moved to Salt Lake City. Joel and Ellie are about to head
They
that
weren't
way
alone,
when they
though.
are attacked by scavengers. Joel is gravely injured, but the two manage to escape. Ellie has to keep Joel alive and fend for herself.
That was one of the only parts of the show that I thought that maybe they were going to change things up. Once he had gotten stabbed there, I was like, are they gonna take him out like now? But no.
She encounters a seemingly kind man named David, who offers food in exchange for supplies. However, Ellie is captured, and David's true nature as a predator becomes evident. Meanwhile, Joel is recovering. He realizes...
Yeah, when he had her trapped in that cage, man, I was like, dude, come on. come on. But the second I saw him, I knew that he was not a good person. Not trustworthy at all.
Ellie is gone and immediately goes out to find her. This is when we see the truly dark side of Joel. He captures and violently interrogates David's men to get information. Ellie is fighting for her life against David, finally killing him in one of the most harrowing moments of the season. The trauma of this event leaves Ellie shaken, but as she escapes the building, Joel finds her. This marks a turning point in their relationship. Joel is no longer just a protector. He has fully embraced Ellie as his daughter. Their dynamic changed. Joel and Ellie reach Utah. Joel.
Yeah, seeing their relationship grow is a great part of the series. Um, I keep wanting to say more, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm
Finally
not.
talks to Ellie about the pain of losing Sarah and indicates Ellie has been the one to alleviate it. As they talk, the Fireflies arrive, knocking the pair out before taking them to Marlene. When Joel wakes up, he is in a hospital with Ellie nowhere to be seen. The Fireflies have prepped her for surgery to remove her strain of cordyceps and create
And
the
this all was
vaccine.
straight from the
Joel
game,
realizes
man.
that the
Straight
procedure
from
will
the
kill
game.
her.
Oh,
Unwilling to lose another daughter, he goes to find her, killing dozens of Fireflies and the surgeon. He takes an unconscious Ellie and kills Marlene as he leaves the hospital. When Ellie comes to, Joel tells her the Fireflies have given up finding a cure. The season ends with the two heading back to Jackson. Ellie asks Joel to swear he's being truthful, and though he lies again, she doesn't seem convinced. As we gear up for season 2, Joel's actions at the hospital, Ellie's lingering doubts, and their new life in Jackson are setting up the next chapter for even more tension. Thanks for watching Screen Rant.
yeah, man. Great, great, great show. So yeah, what do you think? I am not going to give any spoilers for what could be coming in the second season. I'm going to leave that up to everybody to be able to check it out on their own. Just know that we here at Watch Stuff with Us will be doing live watch parties every Sunday for the show. So this week, before episode 1, we're going to be doing a live watch party starting at 7 p.m. Central Time, and then the episode comes on at 8 p.m. So we're going to be here an hour beforehand, and we're going to break down some more videos while probably watch the trailer for the upcoming season. And then once the episode debuts on HBO Max, we will be watching that live. Yeah, and reacting to it live, along with all of you guys who like to hang out with us. So yeah, man, I can't wait. I really appreciate you for checking out this video. All I ask is that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be notified each and every time we go live in 2025. My name is JD, and I really appreciate you for checking out this video. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.